Hey, Vision Chasers, Dr. Bird here. It's the year 2007. 2007 in Iraq. And at the time, Jason Redman was a Navy SEAL. He and his team, they're looking for a high value target. I think that's how you say it. They're looking for someone of significance and an enemy combatant. And they're trying to capture this person because this person has information that they need. And unfortunately, Jason Redman and his team, they were ambushed. They were in a really, really tough spot. And Jason Redman was ultimately injured. He was severely wounded in this throughout the course of this ambush. And so he was injured in his arm. I believe he said his arm was just really almost blown off. And then throughout the course of these bullets raining down on Jason and his team, there was a bullet that kind of went this way and then through his nose, and just it was just really, really bad. It just through his face. And so obviously the road to recovery was very challenging for him. But he made it. He made it. He made it. And, years later, he would write this book called Overcome. The subtitle is Crush Adversity with the Leadership Techniques of America's Toughest Warriors. He made it through. He overcame. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I tell you about that is because this is the summer. And for me, things slow down just a little bit because the regular school year is over. But as I impress upon students each and every year, don't waste your summers. Don't waste your summers. Take advantage of opportunities to learn and grow and move closer to your vision of success. So I take my own advice. And so I've started reading this book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you what I learned from this book. It's a really, really, really good book. I checked it out from the library, went on vacation and started reading it. And I decided, you know what, this is just so good. I have to add this to my own personal collection. This is what the cover looks like. I'll link it down in the description for you. But excellent book. And so the reason he wrote this book was because when you're in an ambush, the way you set up an ambush, you plan it out so that the person or the group that you're trying to ambush, they're in a certain spot. They're on an X, right? They're on an X. And you plan it out. You put everyone in position so that they're able to ambush the target in a certain way where that, you have limited casualties. It goes perfectly. The mission is a success, right? There's a plan. The target or targets need to be on the X. Well, Jason Redman, he wrote this book because there's a life lesson in that as well. There's a life lesson we can take away from the way they plan out an ambush, because in life we are ambushed as well. That's the point of the book. In life we're ambushed as well. And the first lesson that he gives in the book, you know what? I keep calling him Jason, and that it doesn't sound right. I need to look up his I need to use his rank, and I can't remember his rank off the top of my head. But anyways, he's a Navy SEAL, and I'll look that up and find that so I can use that. I don't feel comfortable not using his rank. But anyways, he takes that lesson and he shows us how we can apply that to life, to overcome. Life is going to ambush us. There's going to be problems and challenges and things that we are going to have to deal with, and we're going to have to respond to. And he says in the very beginning of the book is that we have to get off the X. When we are ambushed by life, whatever it may be, no matter how bad it may be, we have to get off the X. And it reminds me of something that I've shared with you many times, that when we're faced with a problem, we've got to engage in the problem solving process. We've got to engage in the problem solving process. We just can't stay there with that problem, because if we stay there, then in our mind we're going to come up with excuses that sound right. Then the excuses, they're going to compel us to grow comfortable in staying there in the problem and not moving. And it goes back to mindset as well. I've said it many times to you before that it's all about your thinking, your actions. They're the result of how you're thinking, what you're thinking. And see, as a vision chaser, I need you to be an overcomer. I need you to understand that yes, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be unfairness, but I'm going to have to deal with that. I'm going to have to handle that and then find a way to move forward, to solve that problem. So that's just a little hint of what's to come as I go through this book and I take my own advice and I learn. And so as I learn, I'm going to share with you, my lovely audience, my vision chasers here on this channel. Well, that's what we have for now. And please make sure that you come back for more in this series. This is such a great book. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it, and it's just so good, really good stuff. So that being said, have a wonderful week, and don't forget, please keep chasing the vision.